is Rick Brandenburg for North Carolina State University and Turf Bugs and Rock and Roll. And one of the areas where I get a lot of questions really doesn't have anything specifically to do with turfgrass insect pests, but it has to do with pests that people often encounter. And this could include in storage places, valve boxes, electrical boxes, a lot of different situations where people run into spiders and things like that. And even in certain situations outdoors, they may run into bee nests and wasp nests and all that sort of thing. And one of the things that I found can be very useful are a variety of these pest strips that contain the active ingredient dichlorvus. Now, dichlorvus is a compound that's very volatile, so it goes off into the atmosphere very quickly. And there are lots of different brands of these, and typically the dichlorvus is impregnated into a rubber or plastic strip, and over time it's released. And really you can use these as a preventive because they're very repellent to a lot of pests. A couple things to keep in mind: don't hang it in your office or in your house. They are really made for areas that aren't inhabited more than about 4 hours a day. But in storage facilities and things like that, you certainly can use these. If you have them outdoors, because of the volatility of it, you'll lose it very quickly. But in an enclosed space, they'll last 4 months, and they typically will keep flies and bees and wasps and mosquitoes and all these sorts of things completely away from you, because they're really effective at that. Depending upon the amount of air movement, you may have to replace it more than once every 4 months or less than once every 4 months. But they really work well as a repellent to avoid these, and you can use them in certain areas where it's relatively confined, but you often get things like spiders and things in there, and you just want to eliminate them as a threat. I know some people have used these in electrical boxes and valve boxes to keep things like wild bees from building nests. They'll simply take the rubber strip and cut it into pieces. I don't know how legal or illegal that is. It doesn't necessarily say anything on the package, but if you do that, please wear rubber gloves. Please don't rub your face or your eyes with those gloves, because this stuff can be an irritant to the skin and to the eyes. So use rubber gloves. Be sure to wash your hands very well after handling these things. They use about one of these strips per 1,000 square feet. Very effective. So look at it as a possible tool to eliminate some of these nuisance pests in the various working spaces that you have. Variety of models, variety of types, but they're basically called no pest strips, and they contain the active ingredient dichlorvus. Hope that helps. Look forward to seeing you again next time. Thanks.